I think the student is absent, so we let's start our class. Today is our lecture number 14 as we are studying about the breeding method for self-pollinated crops. And in our previous class, we discussed the pedigree selection, which based on the hybridization. Actually, hybridization is the crossing of two different varieties, and among these varieties, we select the plants which are best performing. Among these selected plants, we develop the plant rows. Plant rows means use the one plant spike, and among with this spike we grow a entire line of that plant. So after this plant selection, we develop the plant row. From this row, we develop a family. Family means with this row we select the almost 5 to 6 plant, and with these 5 to 6 plants we further grow the 5 to 6 rows. But the source of these rows are only a single plant. Uh, like in a family, there is the source is the only one, but in further generations to generation the family is develop increase their population, and the families are increased in the size. So but in this pedigree selection, the most important thing is we always keep the seeds separate, and we start selection of plants from the F2 generation. Today we discuss about the bulk breeding method. So, bulk breeding method is actually seed harvested in F2 are bulked and grown. No plants are selected until fifth or the sixth generation. As we cross the two plants, or sorry, two varieties A and B. After the cross, we grow the F1 generation. Seed are harvested from F1 generation and mixed with each other. Whole seed are mixed. After mixing, we grow the F2 generation, F2, then seed harvest from F2. We again mix the seed up to F4 generation. When we grow the F5 generation, we select and harvest almost 300 to 500 period plant, keeping their seeds separate from each plant. In F5 generation, we can't mix the seeds. The reason behind this, or in F1 generation, the reason behind the mixing of the seed and delaying of the selection is that because there are some traits which have the low heritability, they are not transferred in early generations, or they are not expressed in early generations. Like some traits express themselves in late generations, and sometimes the some traits have low heritability, they're not transferred in F1 F2 generations, but in other generation. So the one reason is with the heritability status of different traits with a low heritability, we delay the selection. The second reason is sometimes environmental effect mask the growth of some important traits. The traits are not developed so much vigorously due to the bad environmental condition, and maybe if we select the plant in F2 and there are some important traits are missed due to the environmental issues. Environmental can't allow to develop these traits in highly developed things. So far, when we delay the selection almost up to a 5 generation, then we have 5 years. And in 5 years, at least one time the favorable temperature or the favorable environment comes for that specific trait. So this is the most important reasons for the selection delaying in bulk pedigree method. So uh, and the most important difference between the bulk and pedigree is in pedigree we start selection from F2. In bulk we start selection from F5. In pedigree we keep the record of each and every plant, while in case of bulk we simply mix the seed. We have no record of the pedigree. So in when we F5 generation, when we grow the 300 to 500 period plant, keeping the seeds separate, we select the 300 to 500 plant. Then we grow these progeny rows of selected plant, and among these progeny rows, we select only 30 to 50 plant. These 30 to 50 plant then goes to the preliminary yield trial or multi-locational yield trial, and then they increase the seed and distribute it as a new cultivars. The advantages of this bulk method is, as we no need to keep the record of pedigree, so we reduce our labor cost. So this is inexpensive method and easy to handle because we don't need to keep the record, and more useful for the low heritable traits. As we don't need to keep the record of pedigree, so we handle the large number of genotypes in this breeding method. The disadvantage of this breeding method is the superior genotypes may be lost or undesirable may be the promoted, as sometimes this occur due to the climatic condition. In let's suppose we say that in F2, when we grow the F2 generation or F3 generation, the climate is suitable for some genotypes, and these genotypes are most important for us. But when we delay our selection and we don't select the plant at that stage and moves toward the later, so so on this lateral stage, maybe our the best performing genotypes, the environment is not suitable and they perform the less, and we miss these most important genotypes. So genotypes are not equally represented in each generation because all plants in one generation are not advanced to the next generation. It's mean कि कोई एक जीनोटाइप जो एक जनरेशन में रिप्रेजेंट कर रही है उसके सारे प्लांट्स जो थे वो पॉसिबल नहीं है कि वो अगली जनरेशन में भी वही प्लांट्स आए, क्योंकि हमने उस सिलेक्शन साइकिल को रिड्यूस करना होता है. अगर हमने पहले 300 प्लांट सेलेक्ट किए हैं तो फर्दर जनरेशन में हमने उनको 50 प्लांट्स पे लेके जाना है. So here is the schematic diagram of this pedigree method, or sorry, bulk method, which is A and B with two varieties. We cross these variety and bulk the seed in F1. Then in F2 we again bulk the seed F3, F4. After the bulking the seed from F4, we select plant in F4 generation. When the fourth generation is planted in the field, we select the best performing plant and space plant these in the F5 generation. Among these F5 generation, we Again, select the best almost 50 plants, 50 to 300 plants progenies and planted in F6. After F6, select the best one and goes towards the preliminary yield trials and other multi-locational yield trials. Actually, preliminary yield trial is the first trial which was used to check the yield quality. We describe actually we select the plants or we observe the plants mainly focus on the yield. While in multi-locational trials mean कि we check our plant in the multi-location, spread the plant or grow the plant in multi-location and observe either this is either this perform different in different areas or same in all areas. Either maybe it is you say that it is sometime we say that it is weather specific, like if the some wheat variety we produced in Khushab area and we grow this variety in Rawalpindi or the Murray and Faisalabad and move towards the Multan. But here the temperature of Multan and the Khushab is entirely different, and the temperature of Rawalpindi and the Khushab is also different. So we observe our wheat varieties on these specific climatic issues, how it performs in different weather conditions. Our next breeding method is single seed descent method. The progenies of F2 plants are advanced and rapidly through the succeeding generation from a single seed. In above described methods, we generally focus on the entire plant or the entire spike. Uh, we don't, but in this method, the most important benefit is we use only a single seed. The progeny of F2 plants are advanced and succeed generation from a single seed. We cross the two varieties, A and B varieties, then grow 50 to 100 plants from F1 plant. Here we talk about the plants. In F2 generation, grow 2000 to 3000 F2 plants. Harvest single seed. Harvest a single seed from each plant and identify the F2 plants is not maintained. Sorry, identity of F2 plants is not maintained. इसमें हम F2 plants की identity को maintain नहीं रखते, हमें उसकी कोई जरूरत नहीं है. अब जो हमने सिंगल सिंगल सीड ईच प्लांट से सिलेक्ट करके रखा, उस सीड को हम अगली जनरेशन में उन सिंगल सिंगल सीड को ग्रो करेंगे टू जनरेशन तक. देन space plant and feed from seed harvested in previous generations. Select superior plant for desired character and harvest seed from each selected plants. अब वो जो सिंगल सिंगल सीड्स हमने लगाया ईच प्लांट का, अब हमने उनको ऑब्जर्व किया. ऑब्जर्व करने के बाद उनमें से बेस्ट प्लांट्स को सिलेक्ट किया. यहाँ पे बेस्ट प्लांट से मुराद आपकी यील्ड नहीं है. यहाँ बेस्ट प्लांट्स किसी भी ब्रीडिंग मेथड में जो आपका एम है वो सिर्फ यील्ड नहीं होता. सम टाइम आप ब्रीडिंग कर रहे होते हैं डिजीज रेजिस्टेंस के लिए, सम टाइम आप ब्रीडिंग कर रहे होते हैं वाटर स्ट्रेस के लिए, सम टाइम आप ब्रीडिंग कर रहे होते हैं उसकी न्यूट्रिशनल क्वालिटी के लिए, सम टाइम आप उसकी ब्रीडिंग कर रहे होते हैं ऑयल कंटेंट्स के लिए, सम टाइम आप उसकी ग्रीनरी पोर्शन के लिए लाइक लीफ वगैरह के लिए, सम टाइम आप उसके सीड्स के लिए ब्रीडिंग कर रहे हैं. तो इट्स अप टू यू कि आप किस चीज के लिए ब्रीडिंग कर रहे हैं, आपको किस चीज का टास्क दिया गया ब्रीडिंग के लिए, आप ब्रीडिंग मेथड में उस चीज को ही रखेंगे. यहाँ पे जैसे मेंशन है फॉर डिजायर्ड कैरेक्टर्स, तो यहाँ पे आप लिखेंगे फॉर yield or for the oil content or for the nutritional quality. अब सिंगल सिंगल प्लांट्स में लगाए हुए पॉपुलेशन एक बहुत ज्यादा जीनोटाइप्स लगे, आपने उनमें से अगेन सिंगल प्लांट्स को सिलेक्ट करना है. अब उस सिलेक्टेड प्लांट्स जो हैं आपके, उनका इंटायर सीड आपने हार्वेस्ट करना है. अब वो जो एक प्लांट है उसका स्पाइक है, आपने उसकी रोज को ग्रो करनी है। आप मतलब एक सीड नहीं, एक पूरा स्पाइक आपने लेके उससे उसकी रोज जो है वो आपने लगानी है। रोज लगाने के बाद उनमें से उन सुपीरियर रोज को आपने हार्वेस्ट कर लेना है और उनको आगे आपने प्रिलिमिनरी यील्ड ट्रायल्स और मल्टी लोकेशनल यील्ड ट्रायल्स की तरफ लेके जाना है। अब इस सिंगल सीड डिसेंट मेथड के एडवांटेजेस क्या हैं? एप्लीकेशन ऑफ सिंगल सीड डिसेंट मेथड आर लिस्टेड बिलो। In this case, as we use only a single seed, we require a little space. It saves the times, a little record keeping, fast with multiple generations per year, easy method, good for traits with low heritability, natural selection has little influences. Natural selection means जो environmental focus होता है, जो environment आपके plants पे effect करता है। इसके disadvantage भी हैं। लिटिल स्कोप फॉर नेचुरल सिलेक्शन, कि ऐसा हो कि हमने एक सुपीरियर प्लांट था, उसमें से हमने एक सिंगल सीड को जस्ट सिलेक्ट किया हुआ था। अगर वो सिंगल सीड जो है उस पर इन्वायरमेंट का इफेक्ट आता है और इन्वायरमेंट उसको डेड कर देता है, तो हम एक इम्पोर्टेंट सुपीरियर जीनोटाइप से सुपीरियर जीनोटाइप हमारे पास वेस्ट हो जाती है। अब मैक्सिमम प्रोडक्टिविटी F2 जनरेशन में आ सकती है और नो रिकम्बिनेशन अकर्स अमंग सिलेक्टेड लाइंस, बिकॉज न्यू रिकम्बिनेशन नहीं बनते क्योंकि ये सेल्फ पॉलिनेटेड क्रॉप्स का मेथड है। और लार्ज नंबर की जो एवेल्युएशन है इनब्रेड लाइंस की, उसमें से सुपीरियर्स को फाइंड आउट करना बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट होता है, क्योंकि इसमें काफ़ी सारी जीनोटाइप्स को हम एट अ टाइम यूटिलाइज कर रहे होते हैं, ऑलमोस्ट 100, 300 or 2000s maybe. This is the schematic diagram in which we cross the two varieties. Then we F1 seed. From F1 seed we select a plant and use their single seed, single plants row, and then F2, F3, F4 are the single plants. In F5 we select the plant rows and entire plant, and in F6 we grow the plant progeny row. In case of F7 we goes towards the preliminary yield trial. This is our single seed descent method. So